Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing a Miniverse Make It Mini Cafe Series 4. And today we have a chili mango fruit cup. And what it should look like when we're done is hopefully something like this. So let's get started. It tells us to, well, but first, sorry, before we get started, let's see what it comes with. We have our mango soft serve. And we open it, and these are a little different than our other soft serves. They look like a little Dole Whip, and there's two of them in there, which is very exciting. We have a chili lime powder that we are going to be rimming the cup with. Sweet and tangy sauce, which I wonder what that could be. And then we have our Happy Farms. These are fruit. So this is like mango, papaya, and something else. And then we have our mango and something skewers. We also have a nozzle to put on top of the hat. And then we have the cup we're going to be doing all this in. So, also we have a white, and I'm saying white because this, I have not seen a white one before. They're usually like silver or gold. So a white fork, and that's what we have to do. So first things first. Okay, so the first thing we would do, is move everything over. It wants us to open up our sweet and tangy sauce here. So twist that off. And because we're going to need a drizzle, I'm going to put the nozzle on there to say so sweet, so tangy, so mini. I love the detail. I love the attention to detail. It's like excellent. Okay, and then we have this is from the Miniverse Make It Mini, not drink, happy hour. They have margaritas, so it's a tiny twist. It does have margarita salt in here, which I think is pretty darn cool, as you can see. But that's not what I need it for. I'm going to put that to the side. We just need the lid here so that I can put the chili lime powder on top. Gosh, that went everywhere. Okay, so let's dust it off here because we're going to need it to rim our, whatchamacallit, our cup. All right, 1 second. Of course, it's going everywhere, and I'm gonna just pat it down a little bit. And there's a paper towel down here, so I'm just gonna keep rubbing my fingers down here. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that before. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take a tiny bit of our resin here. Actually, before we do that, we're gonna rim the cup. Hold on, give it a minute. Okay, so I let it sit a second, and then we're going to put a spiral on the cup on the inside here, and that didn't quite work as well as I wanted to. So what we're gonna do is find a Q-tip. I have a little spare Q-tip over here. We're just gonna smear it around. I don't want it covering everything, but it's supposed to look like a smear. So I'm just gonna keep putting it around, stirring it as much as I can, doing a little swirl here and there. And 1 sec, there's quite a bit in the bottom there, so we're just gonna line the cup, give it a cure real quickly. 1 second. All right, so I put that in the light. It has some extra stuff in there. So the next step we're gonna do is take our sweet and tangy sauce. Hold on, let it go upside down for a minute. I don't want too much of it. I just want enough to put a little gloss on the rim here. All right, so like this, just barely kind of punch it out. And we're gonna put the chili powder on the outside, which is gonna be delicious. So this is why I use this here, because it's gonna make my life easier. I'm going to put the rimmed glass down and kind of drag it back and forth so that it does get all the chili powder we can acquire. That looks pretty good, honestly. I'm going to give it a little more on the edges here, because once resin absorbs like powder or something, pigment, if it's not enough resin there, it kind of does make it look like, look at that, it looks like a rimmed martini glass. So I'm going to cure that real quick as well, so it doesn't move. Alrighty, so I gave that a cure. So now it looks like we have a tahini rimmed drink, which is yummy. Okay, so what it wants us to do basically is put, I'm assuming, I know this is mango. I don't quite know what the red is. I'm going to say it's mango, papaya, and what do you call that? Honeydew melon, maybe? So it wants us to put this in the cup. I'm holding the other side so that they all go in there. And that fills up the cup about, about halfway with fruit. And it wants us to put, this is, I'm going to believe, a big piece of maybe papaya, and these are pieces of mango. So it shows one of each in there, but you know what? It looks like there's some room for both. So let me try 2 of each. And basically we're gonna jam these in between the other fruits because this is a fruit cup. So come on. They literally want to fling out. Pour it in there. And we're going to put a piece of soft serve, mango soft serve in the middle. And then drizzle it with some more. Whatchamacallit? There we go. The mango. There we go. I should put them outwards. Okay. Let's open up this. Put a mango soft serve. We'll do that right in the middle there. Okay. So let's try to keep it upright. I pushed the other papaya stick way too far down. Trying to keep them all up in there so you can see it. That looks delicious. Let's hold that down and pull that up a little bit over there and hold the whatever. That one's fine if it goes in there. Okay, so basically, no, you know what? It's not fine. I'm gonna hold the mango soft serve down with my tweezers. I'm gonna pull up the papaya strip. And there we go. I want it to look like there's strips in there, not just pushed down. Perfect. Okay, so basically what we do now is drizzle it with our sweet and tangy sauce. Actually, hold on, before I do that, is this able to put the fork in here at all? Like, I want it to look like a cup. Delish. I'll put that right in there. That looks delicious. And basically we're going to sprinkle, that came out quick, some sweet and tangy sauce all over it. Let it drip down as much as we can. And then we're going to sprinkle some spicy sauce on it. And I say let it drip down because basically this is what's holding the bottom stuff in there. And this is what's going to hold the spoon. Or the fork. Sorry, my bad. I'm using my, what do you call it? Sorry. Extra toothpick. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Even add more. I'm going to add more on the sides where you can see it going in. Oh my gosh. No. That was a mishap. Whoops. Put that up and put it inside there. That was a mess up. My bad. It came out too quick. Okay. So I'm going to stop the camera for a minute. Let all this droop into the grooves so that it actually adheres down in the bottom, and I will come back when it looks good. I'm going to clean up the edges as well. We'll do a full cure and then I will show you a final product shot. All right, so I let it droop down into the grooves so it should hold all the extra stuff together. I didn't cure it yet. Oh, there's a little air bubble right there that I want to get, and I'm putting the fork in it because I have a lot of forks now and I wanted to, so you can know that you can eat it like that. It looks pretty delicious. I'm going to give it a full cure before it gets too drooped in, but this is the final shot. I'll do a product shot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This one was so fun to do. I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.